Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Lynn here with a brand new video. Today we have a little bit of a different spin on things. We are doing a DIY project, but this time it is a little bit of a sweeter treat type of vibe. So let's go ahead and learn how to make it. When you are crafting, you definitely don't have to make everything yourself. So that is why I went ahead and grabbed a treat box from the craft store. This is going to be something that is going to be helpful to be able to have a pre-made box when you are creating this gift. So here I have a few skewers and you guys will see later on why I have them. But I'm just going to unbox this treat box and you guys will be able to see the size of this treat box that we are using today. So this will be perfect. As you guys can see, it has a little window where you can see through it. And I absolutely love that feature about this little box. You guys know that this is the perfect way for your decor to be able to shine through the box when you can see it. So here you guys will see that I am going to be using the skewers for a little bit of stability. I needed a little bit of support inside of the box, so that is exactly what I'm going to use the skewers for. I'm going to use a pair of scissors to just cut them down really easily and give some stability to the inside of the box so that when I use it, it can be perfectly squared and it won't give me any trouble later down the line. Okay, now that our box is perfectly ready, we are going to make some little crinkle cut paper. So this is going to be our box stuffer and it's going to be really nice. So here is a method that I literally just came up with as I was working on this project. I didn't have any crinkle cut paper on hand, so I went ahead and tested this idea. So what you're going to do is make a little bit of a fan by repeating this pattern that you guys see me doing here. Just a zigzag fold. And you guys, I've taught this on the channel before for the Valentine's Day hearts. If you haven't seen those, you can definitely go ahead and check them. They're on the channel, but you're basically going to want to do this type of zigzag motion here. The number one tip with this one is that you want to be able to cut them down the middle so that they can be smaller for your scissors to cut. And I am telling you, this is such a foolproof way of making some easy crinkle cut paper. And this takes no time at all to have a big pile. So I actually ended up using a little over 4 pieces of paper to be able to get the amount that I needed, even less than that. So if you want lesser amount of crinkle cut paper, you can definitely do less. I needed a little bit more, so I ended up mixing this pink color here as well as a little bit of yellow to add some beauty to this box. So this box actually ended up being my gift to my mom. I ended up filming it, but I know that you guys can definitely use this treat box idea for gifting anyone for their birthday. I know that graduation season is here already, so you guys can definitely gift these treat boxes as gifts. All you have to do is get the strawberries, get everything. You can make everything like I am here, or you can go ahead and just get yourself some crinkled paper and just do that. For this project, this is how I ended up doing it. So if you guys don't mind following along, go ahead and do so. And thank you guys so much for being here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any time that I post any new videos. I am spreading the ideas with my content, so I am just kind of doing a lot of different things right now. So you guys definitely don't want to miss that. Definitely stay tuned and let's continue working on this beautiful project. As always, when working with food, it is important to wash your hands thoroughly. So that is exactly what I did before starting this part of the project. So for today, we are going to be using some white chocolate wafers, and we are going to be melting this in the microwave in 10-second increments until the entire thing is fully melted. I will also be using this mold to create some mini little chocolate designs on the strawberries. So these are a little flower mold, and I am finally getting to use it, and these are actually super high quality from my experience using them. So go ahead and get yourself some chocolate molds or just silicone molds off of Amazon. I will link a couple of them below. You guys will see how the box actually turned out here. I absolutely loved what it looked like. I ended up making this little paper detail in the back of it. Super cute right now. So let's go ahead and start working with the chocolate. You guys are going to need a spatula as well as a Ziploc bag, and there are a few more tools that we're going to be using. So let's go ahead and wash and dry our strawberries, and let's get started. Melting the chocolate is the most important step of this entire project, and you do not want to burn it or have it become lumpy. So like I said on the instructions previously to this, you have to heat the chocolate in 10-second increments and make sure that you are stirring it in between that. So I tried to make the instructions as clear as possible. I'm going to be using a microwave to be able to do that and keeping track of the seconds. Actually, it is not 10-second increments. It's 30-second increments. I'm actually going to go back and change that. So yeah, 30-second increments. I said that wrong. But go ahead and mix your chocolate together and make sure that you have a glossy and runny consistency. And you guys will get the feel for this once you start doing it and mixing it in between. It will melt beautifully that way, and it will hopefully save you from having any kind of trouble with melting the chocolate. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so this was my first time working with this mold. So the silicone mold is really good for chocolate or any other projects that you want to be able to do with it. So this one is a food safe one, and this was super easy to work with. I was able to just put the white chocolate inside of the mold, and I put it into the freezer for about 2 minutes or so that it could set, and it set really fast. So that is exactly how the experience was working with this. So I poured in the chocolate, I made sure to scrape off the top, and everything was looking pretty nice before I put it into the freezer. Don't forget to keep track of it while it's in there, because you don't want it to completely freeze the chocolate. You just want it to set a little bit. If you're not sure about the freezer, go ahead and just put it in your fridge for a little bit, and then it will set perfectly. But that was how I was able to use this mold for the chocolate covered strawberries. So let's keep watching, and I really love how this project is coming along. So
I left our names written in the sand. I didn't know that they would wash away so fast, and that note I left written in my heart. I didn't see that we would live in worlds apart. I should have known from the start that getting love from you, it shouldn't be that hard. But baby, when I close my eyes, everything's alright. You love me too, the way I loved you. It was all in my head, and I wish that weren't true. It's been 10 days since you last called. I'm such a fool to think you cared for me at all. Now I know where I stand. You'd rather run away than learn to love me back. But baby, when I close my eyes, everything's alright. You love me too, the way I loved you. It was all